I've only experienced verbal abuse, not growing up, but more so in the workplace, just affecting like my race, like just being a woman, because I was in like a male dominant environment, and it was kind of a small group, a small team that I was working with, and just having to get up every day knowing that that's what I was having to face every day. I just thought, am I only known for like my colour of my skin? It was just really difficult. Sorry. A lot of the time you're having to just prompt yourself and really get your own encouragement from yourself, and you didn't really have anyone else around you to kind of share that experience with. And it was, I kind of, with me, I tend to not share things a lot, and I just keep it in until like I, explode. I've been called like in jest like slave, all of this stuff, like so much racial abuse, and I didn't realise it affected me so much, even just my response now. But it was tough, and me having to like, even just have my natural hair and all this stuff, it really was a battle, because I was just thinking that I was constantly apologising because this is how I am.
I think what's so lovely about what you're saying is, I don't know if you're aware of it, but a lot of the language that you're using is past tense.
Yeah.
A lot of what you're saying is, and I had to, and it was tough, and because here you are sitting with your beautiful natural hair. And you were saying that you used to bottle it in, and here you are talking about it. As difficult as it is, you're talking about it.
Yeah, I guess as I've grown up, got more known to who I am, and start to loving yourself and just tell yourself like you are beautiful, and start to look at the things that you love about yourself, because we're all unique, and we all have to love how we've been created and formed. I feel like I've overcome it, thankfully, and I even had to remove myself from that environment because it just was like, I couldn't take that on every single day. I started to like hate my own life, like, because it was just not a nice environment to be in. But it's my decision, in my control, whether I accept this or not. Like, I don't have to. From that point then on, I think I just was like, actually, I don't have to accept it because it's not right. So.
Whenever I would look in the mirror, a lot of you girls actually know this already, but when I would look in the mirror or look in, catch a reflection in a car window or shop window, I'd always hear this whisper that would say ugly, and I would believe it. So up until about 4 years ago, I didn't believe that I had a beauty to offer. I believed I had a beauty on the inside. We hear it so much, but she's got such a beautiful soul. Like, but in terms of the outer appearance, I believed the lie. On the night out with the girls, I'd always be drawn to the bad boy. So many decent men around, yet I just had to chase down the bad boy, and I knew it was bad, and that was what was so exciting. I don't get it, like, it just doesn't even add up. It's like, you can play with all of this, just stay away from that one thing, but I'm like, I'm gonna go to that one thing. I'm sure you said as a nursery school teacher, you said to the 3-year-old, you can play everywhere here, just don't go there, and they go straight there. I had not graduated from that. But yeah, very, very interesting, as you say, that with self-esteem, when you do get a realization, an understanding of what is the truth when it comes to yourself. In me, it was generational. I used to think about, God willing, one day I'd love to be a mum, and if any of my baby girls were to turn to me and think that they weren't pretty, what would I say to them? And it made me think, well, flip, it starts with me. I can't be disingenuous. I don't have the right to be turning to my girls and saying, girlfriend, know yourself, if I don't know it for myself. So yeah, I think that self-esteem, it is amazing how it can really hold us back and how it can really hold us down. YAHYAH, for you, social media obviously is a big, as you know, as a singer-songwriter, social media, that is your business, that's where you have to be seen, and and do you find any pressures there in terms of self-esteem?
Oh, 100%. And I think like one thing that I've been, I don't know whether it was at a conference or through a friend, that I've always taken to heart is comparison is the biggest thief of joy. And I always think of that when I'm scrolling through like a friend's feed or an Instagram models or whatever, and you're looking through and you're like, oh, they have the perfect figure. And then you go to someone else's page, you're like, and they also have the perfect figure. You're like, then I look in the mirror and I'm like, do I have what they have? I'm like, come on, how do I get that really pert bottom? Like, that looks great. It's a journey, and on the other side is a place of freedom. There's a place of victory. There's a place of like Jen was saying, was the book she was reading, where we don't get distracted with our weight, like something so fickle. And obviously with me in the music industry, I think about when I would go on tour and like photos of me, I'm like, what would I look like? And I'm like, you know what? I'm about music. Like, I'm about writing songs that connect and impact people. And if I'm going to pull myself out of the running by saying I don't want to be up on a stage and I'm scared of a wrong photo of me with a double chin, then why am I doing it? Why am I actually doing it? I just don't have time to be sidetracked. Like, I just turned 29. I'm 30 next year, and I'm like, I want to become a woman. I'm not going to play in these girls' games anymore where I'm just worried and comparing to my friends. Like, we all have so many things that are beautiful about us, and if we focus on the beauty in ourselves, that's when we find the freedom, and we find the confidence that people look at and go, wow, what do they have? And it's almost like an air about you. It's not cocky. It's kind of that confidence that only comes from going, I'm not going to actually I'm not going to take what the world says on my shoulders and carry that around with me, because that's also that's not attractive in a woman.
Hey everyone, this is the last episode for this theme, so how about in the next 7 days you look back over the 7 episodes to remind yourself of anything that resonated with you. Our hope is that perhaps you can be encouraged by one of the women's stories, or something that was mentioned in one of the group discussions, or perhaps one of the words of encouragement towards the end. We look forward to you joining us next Thursday for a brand new theme, but in the meantime, stay